With the release of GS1 TDS 2.3, RFID is moving beyond simple identification toward a more connected digital role. But what exactly is GS1 TDS 2.3, and why are people saying RFID labels can now have their own web address? TDS stands for Tag Data Standard. It is GS1's rulebook for how identity data is structured and encoded inside RFID labels. In the past, an RFID label could identify an item through EPC data. It worked like an ID number, telling the system which item it was. But this ID did not work like a web link. To connect it with product records, service history, or online information, companies usually needed extra system mapping. TDS 2.3 makes this connection easier. It does not mean the RFID label stores all the information itself. The label only stores a compact identity code. When the label is scanned, the system can read this code in a standardized way, defined by TDS 2.3, and use it as a digital entry point. Through this entry point, the system can access pages related to the item, such as product details, maintenance history, traceability records, authentication pages, and more. For asset tracking, this is a major upgrade. The label does more than identify the asset. It also helps connect that asset to richer digital records. This means better traceability, clearer lifecycle visibility, and easier data sharing across operations. To use TDS 2.3 in real asset tracking, companies need RFID tags with enough EPC memory for variable length encoding, not just fixed 96-bit EPC use. They also need reader software that can read the full EPC data, encoding tools that follow the TDS 2.3 structure, and a backend system that can resolve the EPC into digital records. For asset tracking, this is not about replacing EPC. EPC already identifies the asset. The value of TDS 2.3 is that it helps EPC data become easier to resolve and connect. So, in which scenarios can TDS 2.3 deliver real optimization value? The real value of TDS 2.3 appears when EPC identity needs to work across systems, across partners, and connect to more digital services. First, TDS 2.3 is useful when assets move across different organizations. For example, pallets, returnable containers, logistics units, rental equipment, or medical devices may be read by manufacturers, warehouses, transport partners, service providers, and customers. With traditional EPC use, each party may need its own database mapping to understand the asset. Second, TDS 2.3 is valuable when the tag needs to connect to a page controlled by the brand or asset owner. The RFID tag does not store the full web page. It carries standardized identity data that can be resolved to more verification pages. Third, TDS 2.3 becomes even more important when companies want RFID, QR codes, and NFC to work under the same digital link logic. A product or asset may be scanned by RFID in a warehouse, by a QR code in a customer scenario, or by NFC in a service process. In summary, through the standardization enabled by TDS 2.3, different data carriers can point to the same trusted digital information. GS1 TDS 2.3 makes RFID more than a tool for identification. It helps turn tag data into a clearer digital entry point, making asset tracking more connected, visible, and future-ready. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with the latest news.